Don't forget to check us out on Patreon, where you'll receive exclusive content to videos that are not available on YouTube. And for those of you that like the one video instead of the 2 video format, you get that as well.
Bam.
For $1.
Bam.
It's $1 a month.
Yep. I think we're cooler than a bag of Cheetos.
You can't even get that for $1.
Hey, that's true. Not hot Cheetos, though. Only like regular Cheetos.
So check us out on Patreon, guys. We hope to see you there. All right, what's up, YouTube? Your boys are back again. I'm Ryan, my man George, as
Shaking
always.
guys, how y'all living out there?
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to the free thinkers.
As always, man. So what we got? The Conjuring by Megadeth, man. We had to get to Megadeth.
Big dogs.
Yeah, that's one of the big 4, right?
Yeah, big 4.
No, man. So let's run down real quick, man, some of the songs that we've done, man. So we've done what? 5 songs total, I think, from Megadeth
fans. I want y'all to understand.
5 songs total.
5 songs total for Megadeth. Now, on YouTube, I'm saying because we got a couple songs on Patreon.
Yeah.
On YouTube, we have Tornado of Souls. We have, obviously, Holy Wars, which was a huge video for us. A very important video, actually, in the history of Lost in Vegas.
Yep.
And then Hangar 18.
All from Rust in Peace album.
So we just want to take a trip down memory lane with them, man. Seriously, because we've done quite a few videos from them at this point. 5 videos on this channel is a lot of videos, by the way, guys.
For one band, absolutely.
For one band, and
Symphony Destruction.
Symphony of Destruction is on Patreon.
From Countdown to Extinction,
Yep.
right? That's the name of the album. And then Peace Sells, Who's Buying, we did from that album as well, and that's on Patreon as well.
So 3 different albums. So
Yep.
we've done something from Rust in Peace. We've done a few from Rust in Peace. Then we've done an option from Countdown to Extinction.
Yep.
And then obviously Peace Sells, but Who's Buying, which is actually, this is going to be the second song from that album. So
Yes, sir.
we're getting, getting in different tastes of Megadeth from different albums. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So we know Megadeth is the truth, guys. We know there's a reason why they're in the big 4 and they're so just looked at in such high esteem, man. We really respect what these guys are able to do in terms of pure musicianship. So
Yeah, man. And on that note, man, let's take this time to just wish Dave Mustaine a speedy recovery, man.
Yeah,
I heard
man.
he has throat cancer, man. So
He's battling that.
hopefully he can make it through that, man. So
Yes, absolutely.
So shout out to him, man.
So with that being said, let's get into this one. Continuing
Yes, sir.
Thrash Week with one of the big dogs, Megadeth, The Conjuring. They about to kill it. They about to kill this shit, boy.
You can already
You
tell.
can feel it.
Okay.
Who is on the fucking bass?
Get it? Run that back, man.
Yeah,
Run that back.
Who's on the bass though, bruh? Who on that damn bass though? What? Everybody's killing this though.
Everybody's getting busy, man. The lead
I love
guitarist
this.
is getting busy. The bass guitar is getting busy. The dude on the drums
Is killing it.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it's groovy too though.
Yeah, this might be.
Yeah.
This has the potential to be number 2. Holy Wars. I'm just gonna assume that nothing's just fucking with Holy Wars, but I don't know.
Yeah,
this has got some potential to be number 2. My second favorite.
Yeah. Bring
Megadeth
that back
song.
though, because
I know that's early in the game, but I could just tell that this is something different though. Let's get back to it. Let's start that over actually. I like how these riffs start it off. And I like when he's not singing in that high nasally voice.
It does sound sinister.
Yeah. I don't like when he's singing.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. That motherfucker playing, boy. Yeah, the more he's going like non-stop, boy.
Because I'm paying attention.
Non-fucking stop.
I'm paying attention to the bass, but I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? With this dude riffing his ass off. I'm like, not even, he's going crazy with the riff. And I'm sitting there focusing like, but the bass underneath.
Yeah, but that's hot too, though.
It is, but yeah, dude, the fucking riffs. The dude is just
non-stop, boy. That just going off, man.
Wait, he's actually losing his mind.
I'm telling you.
But that groove that they came in,
yeah,
that groove that they came into was like sort of a jazzy. I think that's the thing about bass, man. It just gives metal. I like the sort of fullness.
Yeah, me too.
That bass gives any art form. I love the way they incorporated the bass, but also how they got into like a metal.
It's super groovy,
jazzy, groovy.
Yeah, it's
but still metaled out.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's super groovy though.
That's just funny because you kept saying like, "Yo, he's losing the dude." I don't know if it was Dave or whoever. You were like, "The dude is really going crazy with those riffs," and I'm like, "Yeah, but the bass." But I'm like, he's really losing his mind. That's funny. Let's run that back, man. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to it all, man.
But the drumming too, though. The drumming is almost keeping you. The drumming, and I would say the bass guitarist is keeping you in the groove.
Yeah,
though.
seriously.
That's the foundation of the groove. But then you got the fucking that motherfucker's like non-stop.
He's over there shooting off fireworks and all types of crazy shit. It's like a dude that you just like, wait, how am I not noticing that? Yeah. Let's get back to it.
We ain't gonna get through the beginning of this.
Let's start this shit over, man.
I'm telling you.
I think I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get through this, man. This beginning part is just so fucking raw. It's just raw as hell. And you almost anticipate something coming right here, right? You're like, they're about to get busy on this.
You can tap your foot to this though.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Conjuring.
This is just crazy. That is crazy. Stop! Yeah, I know. That makes the story keep going on too. Yeah.
You know what, man? Megadeth is really no joke. Though,
yeah, man.
Like, in terms of pure musicianship, it's just like, you had made the point, and I think this is in the For Whom the Bell Tolls video, which is on Patreon. YouTube didn't see this or hear you make this point. You made the Michael Jordan analogy, which I thought was really great. Talking about Metallica and the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. It's just like they're all good. Maybe not A+ in every category, all the musicians, but they all make whatever that concoction is, make something great.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Megadeth seems like it's an all-star team, though, to me. It just seems like everyone's at a very high level in terms of musicianship.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? To kind of piggyback off of your analogy, it just seems like, you know what I'm saying, Jordan, Barkley, you know what I'm saying, Hakeem, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kyrie.
Yeah, they're all executing at a high level.
Basketball guys. Executing at a high level. Yeah, all the musicians in the band seem to be like A1 top-tier musicians. You know what I mean? You could just hear it. Man, they're going off.
They are, man. Shit, not much you can. You described that perfectly.
Yeah,
I have nothing else to say about that.
Let's get back to it.
Keep it rolling.
Like it's just everybody. They're losing me a little bit here, but it's still high level. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
They are going way.
If they go into this transition on this,
Gone.
they about to slow this shit down.
Yeah,
If they about to slow this down, it's about to get crazy.
I'll throw my computer across the room.
Yeah, I knew that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Full disclosure, guys, I've never heard this song. I've never heard this song, so I don't want you to be like, oh, he already. I just heard how they were slowing the tempo down on this transition, and that's what I'm saying, guys. When I talk about transitions coming from nowhere, sometimes I really like that. Don't get me wrong. There's been plenty of songs that I've liked that in, but when I can hear the song transforming into the transition, I'm like, this is about to be crazy.
Yeah,
it builds up the anticipation, and this is what I'm talking about. When this is probably the from a
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it is nasty.
This is nasty. I just needed to get that out while you were talking.
But from a transitional standpoint, man, in music, these are the transitions that I really, really love. When I can hear it building into you can hear it transform. You can. And I'm like, oh, this is about to. I don't know if they heard me. That's why I wanted to really make this point.
He did say that.
I was like, dude, this is about to get crazy. If they about to slow this tempo down, it's about to get crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah,
that is crazy.
Playlist
Great
already.
point, though. Great point. I'm glad that you pointed that out because I think it's good for them to know what speaks to you.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And that speaks to me too. In fact, a lot of the old prog rock bands is kind of what I said in maybe the Yes video. It's just how they guide you. It's almost like you hear it coming.
Yeah.
It's not so like abrupt and just it seems like misplaced. It's just it's a natural sort of progression into the transition. So I think it's a great point that you brought that up. Yes, that is that was fire.
Yeah, it was.
Seriously, nah. And you know something's coming to come back. Yep. Here it comes. The lingering riff.
Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, that's just nasty.
This is what I love about Thrash, though. It's just the nasty. Did that one catch you off guard?
That caught me off guard.
Yeah,
but that was nasty though. So that's what I'm saying. I know I said but I do like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like when it catches me off guard. But I like when they rock you into it too. But that was nasty though, because they went back into that sped up tempo, which kind of
loses both of us.
Yeah, it took me out of it. But then they brought it back, you know?
Yeah.
But I think you need you need the balance for this song.
Sometimes I don't know if you need it, but I know what we're talking about a whole bunch of shit and they have no idea what we're saying. Right?
I don't know if you need that shit. But
when you get into the verses, when he got into "Behold the Flames," and when they just kind of had that sort of it's not a blast beat, but the sort of they picked up the pace.
Yeah,
of the song,
the tempo
right?
is
The
faster.
tempo,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times that lost us in "Rain and Blood." It loses us in songs. I think it lost it in the video. It's lost us in a lot, and it's just that's one of the things that we've been adjusting to when it comes to thrash is. And I know that's what makes thrash. This fast, baka, 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 baka. But every time that happens, when we're in a certain groove, it just takes us out of that because we like to get into a groove. That's just what it is. So, and what we were saying was, we understand that that's deliberate sometimes. You know, to really get you, to get you enveloped in sort of the transition that comes after that, the different, the different movement within the music.
Exactly.
So. But Ryan, what I was just saying to Ryan, the reason why we stopped it is he was just saying that we love seeing that being guided into the transition, right? And that was an example of it that we were describing when we stopped it. But we just saw them completely catch us off guard with no guidance.
Which was still was fire.
Which was still great. So I think you like being guided into it, but you also are not opposed if it's pulled off the right way for that shit to catch you off guard to be into it. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
That's a good summary?
That is exactly
because we were trying
that's exactly what I was trying to say when I said I loved them bringing me into the transition. Yeah. So I thought that was great. Yeah. But what I was just saying when you said there's a lot that
I'm trying to summarize like what me and you went with.
But that was great though. That was great. And that's exactly what I meant by that. But what I was just saying when I said I think you need that, you said, well, I don't know if you need that. I think it's not as impactful if you don't have those thrash elements within to guide you into that transition. You follow me? If you didn't have that, which we both don't like that sped up sound in this song.
Not all the time. Sometimes we do.
In this song. Yes. In this song, I don't like it at all in this song. But I will tell you, without that, I don't know if the transition would be as impactful.
Yes, I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree in this particular circumstance, but I just want people to understand that sometimes I think it would just be better out the song altogether.
Me too.
Don't even put it in the song and just leave it alone. Sometimes the sped up shit is like, don't know. It's not making me anticipate anything, no. So it's complex.
It's so funny.
I don't know if I have no idea if they understand.
It's so true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's so true.
Sometimes it's better. No, I don't. No, it does not make me want to anticipate another transition. I don't like it. Please keep. I wish it wasn't in the song. Exactly. And sometimes it's like I don't like it, but I appreciate that it's making me anticipate.
Exactly.
In this case, it's working.
Yeah.
If you guys can understand that. Let's get back to it. But then it hits you again. You're like, okay.
That shit is so fucking fly, man. Don't miss the fly shit though, because the shit is still fly. I know y'all don't. They probably don't like me to say that shit. Fly Ryan is not in the dictionary of metal. It's not fly Ryan, but. I want you to understand for a dude like me.
They like that word. Accessible.
A dude like me, I'm calling it fly. And I want you to understand when you talk to other dudes like me, you know what I'm saying? What you need to articulate to get people to understand what the fuck you saying. You need to use that word fly. It's fly in this point right here. This shit is fly. You need to understand that.
Our subs love when everybody loves when Ryan goes off, and I love when Ryan goes off, boy. It's just great. It takes the shit to a different level.
It's just fly, man.
It's just great, man. Because we heard it like twice, and then we heard it again, and we were like, yeah.
It's just
and I think we appreciated it that last time, as we were explaining it. I think we explained ourselves into appreciating it more, and then it hit harder. You know what I'm saying? The third time, so.
Yeah, that shit's just
one more time. Sorry.
Last time, man. I'm telling you, we ain't get through this, man.
That was nice. That was so fucking smooth. Can we do it again?
You know what, man?
That is so crazy.
You know
that really is just.
Dude, without this part, this ending. I'm assuming that the song is getting closer to the end here, right? Based on what it looks like here.
They did that in Holy Wars too. The way they just kept rocking you back and forth in between the groove. That is. But my bad, man.
No, it's all good. But had they not have done that here, man, it's making me appreciate the sped up tempo better. I'm like, you know what? That shit actually works now.
Yeah.
If they didn't do that, I would have been like, man, nah, man. They just keep, like you said, keep that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's working in this particular case.
Dude, it's making the shit fly. It's making it just, it's taking it to another level.
It is.
And I'm like, you know what? That sped up flow, the way they are infusing it within this pocket, within the slower riffs, and the transitions are so smooth. Dude, I'm like, you know what? This shit works. It works, man.
It does, man. And they just grooving the fuck out of you. Since the groove is just so nice while still thrashing you to death. Come on, man. That is so crazy.
Into that shit.
Just seamless, though. Just such a seamless. I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of that.
That is so fucking fire.
Why people think they're the greatest. They really do, man. They really are phenomenal. Yeah, they murdered that shit.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That shit was dope. And this was made when, George?
This was
1980 what?
86?
80 what? 86.
86.
Dude,
yeah,
and it's
take a look at
still...
that.
Yep.
Yeah, 86.
July 20th, 1986 is when this shit dropped, and it's still fucking
That shit
hot.
aged like fine wine.
And you know what, man? I hope that I know sometimes, man, I get excited, guys, and I apologize. I get in the moment
stop
and shit.
getting excited.
But one of the things
we all love it.
I hope that you can. I hope that you've heard this song multiple times, guys, over your lifetime, right? Since it came out in '86. But I hope that we can shed some light on what we think is great about the song, and maybe gives you new appreciation for the song. Like, you know what? I really didn't think that part was all that hot. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever.
And that's such an important thing, and I'm glad you said that's such an important thing, man, to bring up, because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I know it may sound ridiculous to someone who's not familiar with the channel. Like, who the fuck are these guys to say to try to introduce me or make something?
And I'm not saying that.
No, I know, but just I think it can maybe come off a certain way to people who aren't familiar with the channel. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. Every day, all day, emails, Instagram,
That's true.
DMs.
Yep.
Like, yo, this part of the song, man, when you guys were like flipping out over it, I was like, you know what?
That is kind of great.
I always like this part of the song. I always appreciated the song for these elements. But when you guys pointed that out, I just appreciated it more. I really actually enjoy that part more. So I think it's important to say, man. Because
man.
It happens, man. It happens. It happens to me too.
Me
you know
too.
what I mean? When me and Ryan are listening to music, even outside the channel, even outside of metal and within hip hop, certain lyrics that we see, like, you know what? I never realized. I never even looked at it like that. But that's actually really dope. So I'm glad that you brought that up, man. I really enjoyed that song because it was thrashed out, which is what we like about thrash. It's got the aggressiveness, sort of the primal aggressiveness that we love of thrash, man. But it was such a high level display of musicianship.
Yes, it was.
Man. Just in and out of these transitions, and even with the sped up pace that we typically don't like, that kind of take us out of the songs and many thrash songs that we've seen in many bands sort of exude or express.
Yeah, man.
I know that's a big part of thrash, the sped up tempo. I get it. That is the epitome of thrash.
Correct.
But they're able to just get you into these great grooves while still giving you high level musicianship. And they just keep you guessing, man. I loved every person involved in this song. I thought the bass was incredible. I thought the drums were incredible.
Everyone did their thing.
The guitar
man.
work was next level. Great song. I'm surprised we didn't run into this soon. I know The Conjuring has been a request.
Yeah, it has.
I'm going to act like we haven't seen The Conjuring on YouTube and definitely on Patreon as well. But I wish we would have got to this one a little bit sooner, man.
Not much more to add to that, dude. This band is incredible, man. These are one of the... a lot of times, George, man, people really put a lot of stock in things that necessarily when you go back and listen, like, I get it, but it's not that great. When people they boast up a movie that's coming out, they give it so much clout and so much merit, and then you're like, it was good, but it wasn't all that great. These are one of the guys that kind of stand behind the hype, man. And I really think that it's important to recognize greatness when you see it, because not everyone is great at what they do. There's a lot of good people, right? I mean,
they are great though.
But they are great, man. And I think that they did a good job. This is another example of a great song, man, that that I really enjoyed.
This was great. Really and guys, it couldn't be more genuine than that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. That was a real reaction from I mean, we always give you real reactions, but we're not just bullshitting around here. And there have been bands, man, let me add one more thing. There have been bands that they that people would say, like, I don't know why this band's part of the Big Four. I never really hear that with Megadeth.
Yeah.
No one ever says, I don't think Megadeth should have been in the Big Four.
And this is why.
People were like, nah, don't get it fucked up. Great. Shout out to everybody that requested that one, man. I'm going to have to give y'all a gold star on that.
Man, Thrash Week continues,
Thrash Week continues,
this has
man.
been fun, man.
It has been fun. You know what I mean? Seriously. So stay tuned for more Thrash. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, guys, we have a Patreon channel. If you're interested, you can get exclusive access to our content. The link for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.
We out.